Hey everyone, we're going to be starting in just a minute, so yeah, welcome to the stream. Settle in, grab your notebooks, grab your cups of coffee and your tea, and we are going to be writing really soon. All right, it looks like we're ready to start. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Today we're doing a virtual write-in here on the Writers Atelier YouTube channel. And if it's if it's your first time stumbling upon this YouTube channel, first off, welcome. You might be wondering to yourself, what is Writers Atelier? So it is a writing studio based in Winter Park, Florida, started by Raquel Henry, and it's basically this wonderful place that we writers can get together, connect, learn from one another, and take awesome classes. During NaNoWriMo, there are tons of potlucks, and there's normally one of those once a month where we can bust out our laptops and really connect with the community of writers around Florida. I said that like I was an infomercial. Connect with the writers around Florida. Also, please let me know if we have any audio issues today. I have a new microphone set up, and I want to make sure I'm being nice to your ears. And for the voice behind the camera, oh, hi. I normally have a slide that tells you who I am, but I'll just tell you right now. Hi, everybody. I'm Paige. I am a writer from Central Florida who has very intense music just in my eardrums right now. Okay, there we go. I help run the YouTube channel here in the Writers Atelier space on the YouTubes. And it looks like everything is running okay right now. Hang on just a second, I got a little distracted. Hi Liz, welcome to the stream. Hope that you're doing well. I would love to know what you are planning on working on today. Just a second. So this is our third or fourth stream here on YouTube, and generally speaking, there's a couple of technical difficulties when we start out. But it looks like it's running smooth, which is very important. So yeah, if you're just joining us, I would love to know what you guys are working on. Hi, Vanessa! Today I'm going to be handwriting, just to make sure I'm not slowing down the stream by running any extra programs on my computer. And I found this really great notebook at Target. I'm kind of excited about getting into it. But I'm working on a new young adult story about a teenage mall goth who achieves her dream of becoming a real-life vampire and gets horribly disappointed. And it's been really fun. You know, sometimes I feel like the silliest ideas you end up kind of falling in love with the most. I'm really loving the characters, and the setting is very much based on what I was used to growing up in like suburban Michigan, where if you wanted to hang out and see other people, you loomed around Hot Topic and loitered in the mall, pretty much. So yeah, it's been really, really fun to work on. I would love to know what you guys have been up to this week. If anyone is doing NaNoWriMo, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't have a solid plan for NaNoWriMo yet. I'm really loving the manuscript I'm working on, and I left it open for a sequel. I'm trying to finish that this month, so I'm thinking if I'm feeling super, if I don't want to leave these characters yet, I might just pick it up and write book 2 in November and just continue on with the story. I think that could be kind of fun. But we shall see, right? So this first prompt is designed to get us thinking about NaNoWriMo a little bit and our characters, or even if you're already in a story, just to get us writing and in the moment. What did your main character have for breakfast this morning? I have to decide if I want to write about while my character is a vampire or before my character is a vampire, but I thought this was a simple question to jump into the flow of writing today, and I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes. So Alexa, set timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Okay. That is going to drive me crazy the entire stream, this little curtain. Okay, that's better. Okay, sorry about that. You guys got a head start. Ooh, sorry about the phone noises, everybody. I tipped the phone. Oh, the phone. I wrote phone instead of milk carton. I tipped the milk carton. Alexa, stop. Okay. So if you guys use that prompt, what did your characters end up having for breakfast? Mine is attempting to have cereal and not having the best time of it. Let's see. Oh, Liz said definitely doing nano and starting to prep for it. Fun. Do you have an idea of what kind of story you're writing? Or right now, are all of those ideas kind of forming together? Either way, I'd love to hear more about it. And also, if you guys would like to share some snippets of what you're working on, feel free to do so in the chat. Let's see, I didn't end up writing a ton because I ended up rushing around and trying to fix the lighting. Normally I use like the big studio lights, but I have, as you guys can see, a new pair of glasses today, so my eyes are feeling a little bit sensitive because they're adjusting to the new prescription. And I was like, maybe not. Maybe we'll just keep it a little bit casual. Let's see. I peeled open the box of Lucky Charms over-enthusiastically, pouring the cereal into my bowl, disappointed with the ratio of marshmallows to actual cereal, and frowning. I opened the fridge and grabbed a carton of milk, realizing that it felt surprisingly light in my grasp. I figured there'd be at least enough milk to do one more bowl of cereal. I mean, what kind of monster uses all of the milk in the carton and just puts it back in the fridge? I tipped back the milk carton, and the tiniest droplet splashed into my cereal bowl. So that's where I got to. And I think I'm gonna have it where she just accuses everyone else in her family and realizes all along it had been her. Ooh, Vanessa had her character have fluffy eggs and bacon. That sounds good. I think, especially when there are the food prompts that I pick, it's like a reflection of just what I'm thinking about. Last night, I went to Halloween Horror Nights with my mom and my sister, and we went over to the Harry Potter restaurant, and they had all of these like beautiful platters of breakfast in the window. And we ran in and we were like, "Hi, are you guys open?" And they're like, "Just for drinks, we're sorry." But one day we're gonna get a Harry Potter breakfast, and it will be amazing. All right, let's see. Oh, not that one. Gonna put our next prompt in the window. 10-minute sprint. See, I wrote these down. And if anyone has any suggestions for sprints, feel free to leave them in the chat. This is another kind of like character exploration question. So what is on your main character's Netflix history? And also just a little note, since the streams on here have been running a little bit choppy, I decided to kind of do a really minimal setup today. So that's why we have this like plain black background with the text. If it works okay, I'm gonna start making like cuter graphics for the stream, but I figured this would be a little bit of a test run. So hopefully it's easy to read. Liz says, "I'm writing YA, but I haven't cemented the idea yet." Oh man, I love young adult fiction. I'm excited to hear more about it as the idea forms. My character hasn't quite made it to breakfast. And also, if you're writing a story and it's not set in modern times where your character wouldn't have access to Netflix or movies and that sort of entertainment, you could definitely do books, what's on your character's bookshelf, or I don't know, some variation of that. What sorts of plays does your main character like to see? However you want to take it. And if the prompts don't fit with your story, feel free to write whatever you're feeling inspired by right now. I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
I'm also going to put on a little bit of background noise for all of us. Okay, I'm setting it to the cafe sounds, and also the timer is going on right now, so start writing. But if you guys would prefer rain sounds or forest sounds, let me know and I'll switch it up. I'm trying to think of like every vampire movie possible just to show how like obsessed this character is. Alexa, how much longer on the timer?
You have one timer, a 10-minute timer, with about 4 minutes and 10 seconds left.
4 minutes and 10 seconds left. I wonder if I can quiet notifications on here. I feel like that's got to be kind of loud for you guys. Office into the kitchen, the fridge open. All right, finish up those sentences. Ah! Alexa, stop. Okay, so I decided to take the prompt for that one. That is time, and just continue on with the same scene. And I also realized that my character is in like the early 2000s, so she doesn't have there isn't any Netflix. There's no like streaming TV services. So I had her looking at her shelf of DVDs. So, hang on just a second. Feel free to share what you guys have written in the chat, and I will be right back. My microphone is blinking at me, and I'm not sure why. This is how you know it's live. It's all just part of the experience. All right. There we go. So I was saying that I ended up having my character look through their shelf of DVDs, and since she's like super obsessed with vampires, I just wanted to make that be a reflection of like, this is all of the media that she's consuming. So I took the sad bowl of cereal with me to the couch and perused the shelf of DVDs and a few lingering VHS tapes my mom was convinced would never go out of style. The top shelf was mine: Lost Boys, Bram Stoker's Dracula, a box set of classic monster movies, My Babysitter is a Vampire, and Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School, the only Scooby-Doo movie worth watching. Maybe Sabrina was right when she maybe Sabrina was onto something when she said I had an obsession, I thought, trying not to let it get to me. Who cares what she thinks anyways, I muttered to myself, sliding the Lost Boys DVD in and skipping through the main menu, knowing full well that I cared more than I'd like to admit. And then I carried on, and she realizes that she's the one who's been putting the milk back into the fridge all along. Ooh, Liz shared some cool stuff. The ocean roared, the waves crashed repeatedly, beating away at the shore. 10 people died that night as they drowned from the 15-storm surge that Hurricane Gabby gifted to the Florida coastline. In the next clip, a small Oklahoma town was hit by an EF4 tornado. It swept away the houses like an old lady sweeping off her front porch. Wow! I love that last line. That's such like a gentle image, like an old lady sweeping her porch to describe like a really terrible disaster. Like the contrast there is so cool. Thank you for sharing. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna put the next prompt on the screen. Okay, it's just this. So this one is driving down the same old road, but today it suddenly feels different. So honestly, like I feel like this plays really well into what Liz just shared of, I mean, walking around after something awful like that happens and it just not even being able to recognize a place that has grown so familiar. But this could be on a lesser scale too. A new grocery store could have popped up. They could have redone the streetlights. They could have paved the roads differently, and it feels strange, and like maybe it doesn't feel as much like home anymore. Whenever I said a new grocery store popped up. Okay, so very quick side tangent. I feel like sometimes there are these stories and they happen to you and you realize that if you wrote them into a book, it would seem maybe not believable. Like life can be stranger than like these fictional scenarios that we put our characters in. So, for instance, this morning there was a grand opening of a new Publix grocery store, and my mom was like, "You have to go. It's amazing. Like, you gotta go. There's samples everywhere. It's incredible." And it was insane. We walked through the rainy parking lot, and there were like people trying to like follow you with umbrellas. And then you walked in, and there was like samples from everything to like I had a donut, and then I had sushi, and then I had a pancake, and it was just like. But the craziest part was walking out of the grocery store and having them hand me a loaf of bread and a red carnation, and I just it was very like ceremoniously too, like thank you so much for being here. And I was just like, is this what did I win a beauty pageant? Is this it was so weird. It was like delightfully weird. So if you guys have any of those strange stories, feel free to share them as well, because like I feel like I have to use it in something now. Maybe we can turn it into a prompt somehow, but this one is going to be driving down the same old road, but suddenly today it feels very different. And I'm going to set a 10-minute timer. So Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Okay. Excuse me, sorry about that. Alexa, how much longer on the timer?
You have one timer, a 10-minute timer with about 2 minutes left.
Oh, 2 minutes left. This is one of those pens that's just like getting everywhere. Alexa, stop. All right, finishing up those sentences. Okay, and putting my pencil down. All right, so that is our third sprint. I would love to know how it went for you guys and what you ended up writing. Let's see if I can find a little snippet to share. My handwriting got like messier and messier as the pen was smudging, so I'm sure there's something legible in here though. Okay, so this is to set the scene right after my main character becomes a vampire for reals, and she's driving in a car at night for one of the first times. The roads are strange at night, I said, gazing out of the passenger seat and watching the lights roll in. A fast blur. Roll in. A fast blur. If I focused on it too much, it was disorienting. The world becoming a dark swirl of shadows and light in a stretch of the street that seemed to go on forever. The roads would look like this every time I went out now. I'd never slide into a leather seat and burn my legs against the cushion or touch my fingers to a sweltering hot steering wheel. It was an idea that I thought would sound amazing, but instead it felt final, like something was ending. I didn't become a vampire for things to end. I wanted them to stay the same forever. So her first little reflection on maybe this isn't going to be as good as I thought. Let's see if we've been streaming. It took us a little bit to get started today. So I think all in all, we've been writing and chit-chattering for about 40 minutes. So I'm gonna put up that was the last prompt I had prepared. So maybe we'll just do a little bit of free writing to end the stream. Ooh, Vanessa shared some of her work. I'm so excited. The boy did not have a name, only a number tattooed on the inside of the bottom of his lip. Once a person enters these walls, they're branded and stripped of their former lives. What? Some cling to the hope of escaping, but he knew better. They will die in this place, this prison. I'm like waiting, hoping that you're sending more. Vanessa, that sounds awesome. Oh my gosh, you guys are rocking it out tonight. I'm so excited. All right, so what I'm gonna do, since we're just gonna be doing free writing, is I'm gonna put the timer on and also keep my eyes on chat. So if there are any more snippets of stories that you guys wanna share, I will make note and make sure I read them all off before the stream ends. So yeah, we'll do a 10-minute free writing sprint, and feel free to keep chatting with each other and chatting with me while this last sprint is going on. And yeah, it's gone by so fast. These streams always go by so fast. Like, I feel like I sit down and we start writing and then it's been an hour. It's so weird. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Oh, and there was one thing. And that is the timer, so start writing. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to make sure I had a couple announcements pulled up on my phone so I can read them off before we end the stream about fun events that are happening. And now I'm putting my pen to my paper and I'm gonna join you guys. Alexa, how much longer on the timer? I think probably like 3 minutes left.
You have one timer, a 10-minute timer with about 2 minutes and 10 seconds left.
2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Alexa, stop. Okay. What did everyone write about during our free writing sprint? I continued with the same scene where I have my character going to a concert. Let me see if I can find anything. I got out of the car, trying to shake off the embarrassment of hopping out of a minivan and joining a line of people who looked older and cooler than I was. I'm glad you could make it, Elizabeth greeted warmly, smiling from ear to ear, her sharp fangs on full display. And then they go do the concert together. I was trying to find like a more interesting snippet, but it's very like, the scene that I wrote is very like from point A to point B. But I've definitely been that girl where my sister and I used to go to a bunch of like fun alternative shows, and our parents would drop us off in front of the venue, like in their minivan. It was so embarrassing because you wanted to like look really cool and like strut in your fun outfit. And yeah. Ooh, Vanessa shared some more of her writing. He ran a hand across his head. His hair was cropped short to his scalp, and his clothes laid limply around his frail body. Only the girls were lucky enough to keep their hair, as most were infested by lice. But the worst part of him were the faint scar lines that made an X over his lips, where they were sewn shut by magic. Oh, I am so interested by all of this. I want to know more. Thank you for sharing. Oh my gosh. It's like such an intense picture that you're painting. I'm gonna bug you, Vanessa, about all of the details about what you're working on right now. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna start wrapping up, but I know that there's a delay on the stream, so I'll go about it in a slow, meandering way, just so if anyone else wants to share any of their writing, I don't miss anything. But I will say right now, thank you guys for joining in on this live stream and sharing your work and writing along with me. As these streams happen, I'm going to figure out ways to make them run smoother and make them look a little bit prettier, but I appreciate you guys hanging out. It's been the first Thursday of every month for a couple months now, and it's always good seeing familiar faces. And if you guys are looking for some fun events that aren't digital, but also in person, this week, Saturday, October 7th, at the Orlando Public Library, Kathleen Glasgow is going to be doing, I think it's a reading, and functionally literate and Writers Atelier are going to be a part of the groups that are making that happen. And it's really exciting. It's bound to be really cool. So it'd be awesome to see you guys there. And I believe there is a NaNoWriMo planning event on the 15th. All of the details for events and happenings are listed down below on the website and also the Facebook page. And they are updated frequently with whenever new things start to come up. That's where you'll find out the information. So be sure to join the mailing list, subscribe, and like the YouTube channel and also the Facebook page. And there's always something fun going on, especially for NaNoWriMo. Like, so many different events to keep you inspired. And it's not just for NaNoWriMo either. Like, this group of people and this magical writing place have kept me inspired all year round, and that's really cool, right? Like, I remember the first time I did NaNoWriMo, and I thought to myself, I wish that this community could exist like every month out of the year, and it does. It's just you have to travel off of the NaNoWriMo website and come hang out at Writers Atelier to find that. So yeah, this group has meant a lot to me, and I appreciate you guys hanging out during this write-in. Hope to see you all soon. You're awesome, Paige. You're awesome, Vanessa. Thank you, Paige. Thank you, Liz. It was so good to see you guys. All right, so I'm gonna pull up some sweet tunes to end the live stream with, if I can find them. All of the playlists that I've found, it all sounds like music from The Sims, so I hope that you guys enjoy it. Best wishes on your story, and I will see you guys soon. Oh, also, I'm so bad at self-promoting. If you're looking for more virtual write-ins, I do them every single weekday over my Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/PaigeLavoie. And yeah, that's where to find me on the internet. It's basically just my name, and it's websites and Twitter and all of the things. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody!